Quinn and Cantera.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Our friend Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti on the phone.
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
So I wanted you to come on the show and explain to us why we can throw axes but not play cornhole in Cuomo's America.
And no dancing. Don't forget, no dancing.
No dancing. Now, I can have a wedding. I just can't have a wedding reception.
A wedding dance.
How many? This is a lot to take in, isn't it, Paul?
It's an ever-growing list. They've added darts and pool and karaoke also. So the wedding fund is dipping by the moment here. Yeah, most recently, when State Liquor Authority is the one that kind of comes in and sort of analyzes these things in venues. So they're saying, really, no live music other than incidental. So you can have a guitar player playing in the corner. They don't want there to be a band because a band may make you want to stand up and dance and congregate. We're just looking at it every day. And if folks who are having a wedding, they just probably are just watching this thing kind of change and
concerts
cases,
and
ruining their wedding.
There's always speeches, and people are always opening their mouth and yelling and screaming, spreading stuff around.
Listen, I support doing the right thing to bend the curve like we are.
Because I want to
here in
dance again someday. Damn it!
But what if, Paul? What if I went to? What kind of advice would you give me if I went to you and said I want to file a lawsuit against the state government because I can't have my cornhole tournament? Would you plow forward with me, or would you talk me out of it?
Well, it's happening. There's lots of those things being filed. The most recent, they tried to have the wedding with 175 people.
Right.
They won in state court. But then 3 days before the wedding, the federal court said, no, we're going to hold a stay. And, in fact, there's a hearing today, although the wedding was this past weekend, so that story's over.
Boy, she must be
lots of lawsuits filed. I haven't heard the cornhole one yet, but probably coming.
Yeah, so they're allowed to play... They're allowed to throw axes and drink beer, but not darts?
That's according to one story right there.
Which is the way it should be here in America.
It's very, very confusing. Yeah. We thought you could help us navigate this whole thing.
I can't. I wish I could. I just looked at this, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, and I think they really struggle with different venues, right? I mean, axe throwing. Why is that different than playing darts? It feels like a really large dart, right?
Who's the dart police?
And who's watching all this.
And there are bar owners. The story mentions a bar owner who's not allowing people. It sucks for him because he's not allowing people to dance because of the deal. And because he doesn't want to get fined in trouble. So it's
easy to make fun of and stuff. But you must have some sympathy for the people trying to make these rules. Right, Paul?
Sure. Yeah, they're sitting there trying to make this work. And then one got through, the axe throwing versus darts. And then now they look kind of silly. They're going to go back and take a look at that again. Or maybe there's... Who knew? I've never thrown the axe. Maybe there are clean ways to do it. I don't know.
And
but
can
I do
you
know
throw...
that the biggest thing at the wedding now is they do bride and groom trivia.
What?
Number one, we've been watching this at weddings. And so get a little nervous. They ask some questions that, what do you know about the bride and groom, right?
You
so
put them on the spot?
Who's writing those questions.
It's kind of like a match game? Is that what's happening?
No, I guess they sort of made it up, and, what do you know about the bride and groom? So there may be some things being revealed that, in fact, they didn't want revealed.
Right.
So that has been a fun wedding game here in New York since the rules changed.
The bride likes to wear a loincloth and throw the axe in the woods.
Well, there is an axe throwing place in Albany, Paul, if you want to go on a company outing once things get better out there. We could go.
It's on our share list.
Don't bring Chaz. He could be trouble with an axe.
No.
All right.
Well, you're the best, Paul, but I'm still confused. But I think it's me, not you.
We'll look back on this footloose moment someday and chuckle. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010. Right. 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Thanks,
Paul.
buddy.
Okay. Talk soon, guys.
Quinn and Cantera in the morning. And nothing but classic rock all day. PYX106.